Stop. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking of lifting that decoration of a pumpkin that's actually real and throwing it away. And what I'm saying is don't do it. Because there are so many good, healthy recipes that you can use with pumpkins. So let's explore that. Today, what we're gonna do is a spiced pumpkin bread. And there is nothing better than adding some cranberries or some sort of dry fruit and nuts in order to create a sweet kind of nutty flavor that just enriches the bread. So I actually got some pumpkins that were just lying around, and I decided, hey, instead of just wasting it and just letting it rot or just having people carve into it, we're actually gonna use it and try some healthy recipes. So if you do have a pumpkin at home, the best way to make a lot of these recipes is by actually baking the pumpkin. So you're gonna cut into it, you're gonna, remove the seeds and the veins, and you're actually gonna put it in the oven. If you try to boil it and you're not making a soup, it's just gonna make a mushy mess. So I do prefer baking. And also, if you want to save it, you could just put it in a Ziploc bag and save it for inside the freezer. I mean, my grandmother had it for a year, just sitting inside her freezer. And we had ended up making it a pumpkin puree. Out of the pumpkin puree, we ended up making some sort of pie a year later for our next Thanksgiving. So pumpkins are extremely versatile and you could store it. Please bake it. Don't add more moisture to it. So I actually preheated my oven to 325, and that's the beeping that you hear in the background. So now it's ready to have it. What I'm gonna do is add some coconut oil and add all of the wet recipes, and that was 1/3 cup of coconut oil. Then I'm gonna add almond milk because this is going to be dairy free. And you're gonna add 1/3 almond milk. All right. Next, what you want to do, and look how creamy that looks, wow, is crack your eggs. So we're gonna have 2 large eggs. And if you don't trust yourself and you think that you're gonna get a shell inside, please use another bowl, because last thing you want is to make some good pastries or anything and then you just crack your tooth on a shell. So you're gonna whisk that for a little bit. Now we're gonna add our pumpkin puree. Now this definitely looks like baby food. Next, you can add some maple syrup or honey, anything that floats your boat. So I have all my spices right here and all like my little powders right here. So basically I have a tablespoon of cinnamon. I have 1/2 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. I have 1/2 teaspoon of allspice, or you can use cloves if you like. I grounded up a little bit of nutmeg. Nutmeg has, or especially grounded, like freshly grounded nutmeg, has a really strong flavor. So I didn't want it to overpower, but I definitely said that I'm making spiced pumpkin bread. So we'll see, we're seeing this. To add on top of that, we have some ginger, which I just grated, so it's kind of smushy. And then we're gonna end it with about 2 tablespoons of baking soda. All right, so I'm gonna put that all in there, all at once. Okay, now for the grand slam. Walnuts and cranberries, and you can tell I love them. So I actually have like a whole bowl. I didn't measure it out. Ooh. It's not as much as I thought. Guys, do you think I should put a little bit more? Chopped walnuts and cranberries? I think I need some more of this. Yeah, I'm gonna get some more. Actually, there are cherries. Oh, I'm gonna put cherries. There's some dried cherries. Now these are Ocean Spray cranberries, and I really love Ocean Spray because they keep the moisture, they lock the moisture in the cranberries. It's not just like super dry, and it's really good. It satisfies my sweet craving because of course they do add sugar, so I'm gonna go get the cherries. So I really like to just grease the pan with a napkin and putting some oil in it. because I want to make sure I'm thorough. All right, now I have the batter, and we're just gonna pour some of the batter in. And so the hardest part is just for me trying to not make a mess while I'm trying to scoop this out. Because I don't know how to do the scoopty swoop, I'm just gonna put some nuts down. I'm gonna garnish it with nuts. I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 55 to 60 minutes. And of course, depending on your size or which pot you or pan you put it in, it's gonna depend. So I think this will take about 55 to 60 minutes. And if not, I'll tell you and give you an update. Let's go. And it's finally finished in 55 minutes. This looks so delicious. Remember, before just digging into it, even though it looks so delicious, let it cool for about 20 minutes and then dig in. You can eat this with honey or anything sweet if you like, or you could just eat it by yourself and just have the natural flavors come out. But I suggest this recipe. It looks so delicious and I can't wait to eat it.